New Orleans is the gateway to Louisiana. It's a gateway to a lot of America as well. It was founded as one of the greatest port cities in the country. That's why the British wanted to take it back in the Battle of 1812. And we recognized long ago that where goes New Orleans, where goes the rest of the state. And of course, you know, like many of our major cities around America, they've seen a decline, and we believe that New Orleans has resiliency. And so when we got in last year, we promised the people of the state across the board, irrespective whether you're in New Orleans or Shreveport or Monroe or Alexandria, Lafayette, that we were going to focus on the businesses and the industries and attributes that made Louisiana great, so that we could raise the quality of life, that we could start moving ourselves from the bottom to the top. And that's what we did. And we knew that the Super Bowl gave us that opportunity, just like a gift. Every once in a while, the Super Bowl, 11 times the Super Bowl has played right here in the city of New Orleans. I think it's the greatest place to play the greatest game in the history of the world. And so we knew that it kind of gave us a segue. It gave us an opportunity to open the door for all of the great people that were going to come or to watch the game and showcase what Louisiana has. And so many people have put their best foot forward. I mean, look, you go around the weather, even God has blessed us. He really is. He's been great in giving us great weather. And so that's what I'm excited about. And I think there's an excitement in the air in the country as well.
So you used the word resiliency. I think that's a great sort of word for the city. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, horrific sort of occurrence here in New Orleans. Talk about resiliency. You've gone through a lot, you know, floods, hurricanes, you know, sort of terrorist attacks. What does it mean to this city as far as bringing people together, and then sort of what's ahead?
Well, again, I think the entire state of Louisiana defines resiliency. I mean, when you think of all the challenges that have faced folks from Louisiana, and then like you spoke earlier about the tragedy that happened on New Year's Day, what you see is people getting together, and that's the opportunity that we have, and especially to honor those 14 men and women who lost their lives in that tragic terrorist attack. I mean, they came to this city to enjoy life. And it is our responsibility to ensure that people don't live in fear, that people get to come to the city and enjoy life. You know, I've always said that Bourbon Street represents America. It's probably a street that represents America better. Any walk of life can go up and down the city, up and down Bourbon Street, and they go there for food and fun and festivities. And so that's what Louisiana is. I say it again and again, that hospitality may have been born in the South, but it was perfected in Louisiana.
And, you know, public-private partnership's so important. You have an amazing partner in Gail Benson, you know, owner of the Saints, owner of the Pelicans. Talk a little about sort of how, you know, people like Gail and entrepreneurs here in Louisiana are really working with the state, with the city to drive sort of economic development.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you can't like Gail Benson. She is genuinely just an unbelievably great human being. She's someone who gives of her time, of her treasure. She makes herself available to this particular city. She has done so much for the French Quarter. She fights for this city probably more than any other philanthropist I've ever seen, because she doesn't do it just with a checkbook. She doesn't do it behind the scenes. She's out front and she's vocal, wanting to make the changes necessary to keep this city a great city.
Well, Governor, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.